Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the DTF podcast, where we are always
down to fight!
Today, we're going to be talking our favorite movies, 10 to 1. DJ, why don't you start us off?
Okay, let me get a drum roll, please. My top 10! Number 10, 7. By my favorite director, David Fincher.
I've never seen it.
It's a good movie.
What's it about?
So it's about an old detective, Morgan Freeman, who's good in anything, and a new hotshot comes in, Brad Pitt, and this actually changed my perspective on him. Like, I didn't really like him before that, but then I watched him in 7, and I thought he was really good, so it sold me on him. And they're just, somebody is killing, well, Kevin Spacey. That's kind of a spoiler, not really. I mean, his name's on the
has been out for years. So.
That's true. So if you haven't seen it, that's your fault. Kevin Spacey does a great job though, and he's killing people according to the 7 deadly sins, hence the name 7. And it's really good. It's really a good watch.
All right. I will foreshadow. I have a Brad Pitt movie in mind as well, but that's later. My top 10 is Airplane. It's a comedy movie. It goes through an airplane, basically, and shows what everybody's doing. Hence Airplane. Yeah, so that's my number 10 movie.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, me
really? Oh my! You have to watch it.
I don't like comedies.
So
I like I enjoy the boobies.
See, it's a comedy, but it's not like current comedies where they just try to force every single joke on you. It's actually good.
I hear it's really funny. I don't know. I'm just not a comedy fan.
It's subtly funny, I guess I would say.
My number 10 is Arrival. It's an alien movie. I'm really into like sci-fi movies, so like anything like outer space stuff, I'm like really into it. It's got Amy Adams, Jeremy Renner.
Amy Adams is underrated.
Yeah, it's
What's the movie about?
It's about basically like 12 alien ships come down to Earth, and basically the world has to like kind of combine their efforts to understand like the message that the aliens are trying to send to them, like why they're here, what they want to do. And it's basically like if like the world powers, since like everybody hates each other, how they're kind of forced to work together and try to solve what the purpose is. And it's kind of got some sci-fi elements to it. I think it's really cool.
Is that the one where like the director made like the fake language and he made like an entire alphabet?
I think so.
Yeah, that's cool. Like I love stuff like that. Where it's like they go the extra mile.
The Minecraft enchantment table now.
Okay.
You're done.
Stop talking, please.
Okay, my number 10 is 3 Billboards Outside of Ebbing, Missouri.
Oh.
I've actually heard that movie's really good.
Yeah,
Never heard of that movie
I've
before.
never even heard of that.
It's kind of like obscure, and it doesn't really have like it's not like a mainstream plot, but like it was really well made. And
what's it about?
That's the 2 brothers, and like they rob a bank or something to save their mom.
no, this is like the
What movie are you talking about?
There's definitely a movie that came out around the same time.
Isn't it where the cop like covers something up and like the mom's trying to like figure out?
well, the mom's like trying to like find justice for like her daughter because she got raped and murdered, and like the police like just didn't like investigate or anything, so she puts up the billboards, and she's just trying to figure it out. And then there's like the racist cop, and like it deals with like racism and stuff, and it was just pretty well made.
That's been on my list forever. She's a fantastic actor.
Yeah, she is.
Oh my god, dude, she is phenomenal.
Yeah, that was a good one. It came out in 2017, so a couple years ago, but worth the watch.
So I'm starting out strong here with the Drake and Josh Christmas.
Are you kidding me? You're off the podcast.
The Christmas movie?
That's a joke.
Okay, so I've been seeing a lot of movies. Honestly, I'm gonna say that just outright. And honestly, it's a good movie, good man.
Stop.
I love the show Drake and Josh.
Right, listen.
I love the show Drake and Josh. Everybody does. Who doesn't
Yeah,
love it?
we love Drake
the
and Josh.
Christmas movie.
Okay,
You might as well
It's
put
so
in the
good.
Jimmy Neutron Fairly Odd Parents.
Who
crowd.
said it's not on my
Point that
list?
earlier.
I just want to say, every Christmas, my family, friends, and I, we watch the Drake and Josh Christmas movie, and it is a great movie.
It's a good movie.
But it's not good. Like, it's not good.
I
It's
can't wait
good
to see what his number one is.
It's not top 10 all time.
I can't think of another movie that I could put on my top 10.
Dude,
that's
honestly-
better than Drake and Josh movie.
Honestly,
Oh
Drake
my
Bell was
God.
robbed of that Oscar though.
Not even gonna lie.
Josh Peck.
Josh
deserved
Peck,
that.
dude.
He deserved it, bro.
Best director.
Shut up.
Dan Schreiber wins Best Director.
All right. My number 10 is The Breakfast Club. You ever seen that movie?
I like it. As well.
Dude,
I forgot about that.
I'm a sucker for like 80s teen movies. I don't know why.
I think Breakfast Club is the most overrated movie of all time.
I have a critique of it. It's like 1 second, like, they're all like buddy, and then like the next second they'll all be beefing for like no reason. They'll just be like, "Fuck you," and then like we're trying to kill each other.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It's so
That part
overrated.
is kind
I
of
feel.
like, annoys me.
Yeah, I
I understand the criticism.
But still,
I
it's a
respect it.
classic.
Yeah, it's one of those 80s classics that you always got. It's like
You put Jake and Josh.
Yeah,
in your
you-
list.
Yeah,
It's
you're
like-
done.
Can I speak? Can I speak?
No.
It's like Ferris
No, you
Bueller.
can't.
That's a great movie. I thought
Ferris
that was-
Bueller's fantastic.
Very good.
That was on there, but I had to bump it off. It was number
I'm
10.
gonna make some changes.
Right.
to
Put
that.
I
some else
love
in there.
Ferris Bueller. All right, my number 9 is Prisoners. It's got Jake Gyllenhaal. It's got Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is probably the most underrated actor of all time. He deserved an Oscar for that. If you haven't seen it, go watch Prisoners. He puts on just a fantastic performance. It's so basically the plot is his daughter goes missing, or daughters, I can't remember, go missing, and so he just like stops at nothing to go and find them. And Jake Gyllenhaal is the detective who's put on the case, and it's just like some of the best acting you've seen in your life.
I like that.
My number 9 is Talladega Nights.
Dude,
with
what are
my
you doing?
favorite-
What? You're killing
All
me.
right, I don't
You're
have.
killing me.
actually
I only
funny.
have one other comedy after this one. So, I mean, Talladega Nights is Will Ferrell, and he's a race car driver, and he gets into an accident, and then like becomes a completely different person, and he loses his family to his best friend, and it's just a funny movie in my opinion. Apparently, people don't agree.
Dude, I think Will
I think
Ferrell
it's
is the
funny.
most
I think
unfunny
it's
comedian of all time.
So yeah, that's my number 9. There's not much to say about it.
I hate Will Ferrell.
My number 9 is Shutter Island. It's Martin Scorsese, Leonardo DiCaprio. I love it. I watched it recently and I fell in love with it. It's about 2 detectives who go to an island with insane asylum, and it's just thriller. And I really don't want to spoil it because like it's like twist. Most people already know the twist, but like it's still like once you see it, it's still like it's amazing to see.
Yeah, I just watched it like
Yeah.
not last weekend, probably the weekend before. It was crazy.
Yeah.
The twist at the end, you don't expect it if you don't know it beforehand.
Yeah, you would never expect that kind of.
See, I've never seen it, but I know the twist.
It's
I
still
still
like,
want to watch it.
It's
though.
still like how you get there. It's still,
Right.
It's not necessarily the twist. It's how you get there. Like everything that happens. It was so well done.
All right, my number 9 is The Truman Show, and I know DJ is a
Oh,
hater of Jim Carrey.
I
but
hate Jim Carrey.
I want to see that.
I like
I
Jim
think
Carrey.
I think he was really good in this movie. I think he fits the role really well, and I don't think it would be the same without anyone else.
I've been wanting to watch that.
Yeah, it's
Me
good.
too.
It's got a unique concept, like having the idea that your whole life is a TV show and everyone's watching, and it's all fabricated to like build around you. I mean, you don't really see like that kind of idea in any other movie, and I just think it was well done. It's an older movie, but I mean, Jim Carrey like makes it.
Well, what's the other one that came out around the same time that's like the same thing, like Ed
Eternal
TV or
Sunshine
something?
I don't know.
No, there's one that's like the same plot
It
as the
might be
Truman
on
Show,
TV.
and like that's like a debate which one's better. I haven't seen either, but
It
Yeah,
might
no,
be on
I've been
TV.
wanting to watch The Truman Show for a while. I just haven't done it.
Mine is Die Hard. Hope to get your guys'
Die Hard
respect
is
back.
savage. That's a
That's-
savage.
that's-
I can
that's
agree with
worthy.
that.
That's better.
That's worthy. That's
I love
worthy
that
at the
movie.
top.
I've watched it a lot of times because DJ's watched it a lot of times
Yes,
as
sir.
well. It's just there's nothing really much to say about it. It's a good movie.
It is a good movie.
I will say this about it: is it a Christmas movie or is it not a Christmas
I
movie?
don't think it's a Christmas movie.
I
It's
agree.
around.
I don't think
Does
it's
it
a
take-
Christmas
it takes
I don't
place
think
on
it's a
Christmas,
Christmas
right?
It's a Christmas, but is it a Christmas
No.
movie?
Here's the thing:
it's
try
not.
watching it in July. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
You have to watch it in like December,
You don't.
and you
No,
get
you
hyped
don't.
up. Yes,
It's
yes,
an
yes,
action
yes,
movie.
yes,
It's an
yes.
action movie that takes place at
Yeah,
Christmas.
yeah,
It's not
okay.
a Christmas movie.
Okay,
I mean,
but it's like
You
it's got
guys
the
changed your
vibes.
opinion because I remember I said it wasn't. I got flamed for
I
saying it
only
wasn't.
ever watch it when it's on TV, and it's only ever on TV in December.
It just
So-
feels right to watch
So
in
what,
December.
so what happened if there's like a murder mystery movie with a serial killer killing people on Christmas? Is that a Christmas movie then?
White Black Christmas? Yeah, you have to watch that around
I
Christmas.
think I've seen
No,
Black Christmas.
I've never
before.
seen that. Is that the one with all the women?
Yes, it is.
No, is it like the whole cast
Little
women,
Women?
or am I not?
Oh, it's like
which one
is
is
that? The
that?
one where they're in the house and then like they keep getting killed because there's like a killer in the house, or is that like a different sci-fi?
Dude,
I'm
I don't-
thinking of the
You
wrong
might be talking
women.
about-
There's a
Lots of
remake.
Krampus. People get killed in
Yeah,
houses.
no,
No,
Yeah.
that's not Krampus. I haven't seen Krampus. I want to see
you're
it. Though.
talking
It's
about
not
the
good.
one where it's like a college frat house, and they all get killed by the Scream guy.
I just remember.
Dude, are you kidding? You don't know the movie Scream?
No, it's not.
Are you
Scream, though.
what?
It's not
Who is that
Scream,
Scream
though.
man?
It's not Scream.
Ghostface.
It's a dollar store Scream. All right.
Oh, yeah, it's my turn. Oops. My number 9 is Django Unchained. You ever seen that movie? It's long.
May or may not be on my list as well. Dude,
It's
everybody's picking my movies,
so
bro.
long.
I
but-
love that movie.
And it's really messed up. Some of the parts, like Leonardo DiCaprio, he's pretty messed up in that movie. But I love it.
I love that movie too. It's
a
really
bunch
good.
of racial slurs in that movie.
Oh yeah, dude, the N word
Yeah,
is like
that's-
every like 2 minutes.
Dude,
But
I
that's-
watched-
Yeah, no, I
that's
know, it's a
the
movie.
whole history.
I watched
Yeah,
like
no, I
5
know.
minutes of it, and I could swear it was said like 100 times. Like it's just not necessary
dude,
at that
that's
point.
what it was.
Well,
made.
it's also because Quentin Tarantino is obsessed with.
I
something
hate
for no
Quentin
reason.
Tarantino. Let me put that out there.
No, I hate
him.
I hate that he
despise
stars
him.
in his own movies.
Yeah.
He like puts himself in there, and he does say a lot of racial
Yeah,
slurs
the only
in
one,
the movies.
the
Like,
only
why-
one who can do that is Stan Lee.
It's like he wants to like
I respect him.
do some fantasy stuff or something. I don't know. He's a little weird. And with feet too. Don't even get me started on his foot fetish.
I hate him. Can't stand him.
Neither here nor there.
Yeah. All right, my number 8 is Ford versus Ferrari.
Oh my god.
I am so high on this movie, and nobody else in the world is. Matt Damon is fantastic in it. Christian Bale is fantastic in everything he does, and he puts on another great performance. It's just everyone's like, oh well, it's just a racing movie. Like it's not just a racing movie. There's so much more to it. You're on the edge of your seat for some of it, and it's just like I don't know. It has like a piece of every genre in there, and I don't know. Watch it before you laugh.
I feel like it's like dragged out way too long for
Nope.
the ending. I was like, it's just so underwhelming to watch it. Like you think it's gonna-
Underwhelming. What?
It's an underwhelming movie. Like I remember when I watched it the first time, I was fuming after I saw it. It's just like I just wasted like 3 hours of my life watching that movie.
Okay, kid.
It was more like character
Okay,
driven.
my
Driven
number
car.
8 is my number 8's also a Christian Bale movie, probably his most famous. Dark Knight. I mean, if you haven't seen Dark Knight, you're missing out. It's the Batman movie, really. I mean, that's all. It's Batman, so that's my number 8.
My number 8 is 1917. It's a war movie about World War I, and the way it's shot, it's like one continuous shot, and I just fell in love with it the first time I watched it.
I was stuck between that one and another one I have on my list.
I never
It's
seen
really,
it.
It's really good.
I wanna see
It's-
it.
Dude,
it's
I
really good.
I went to the movie theaters to see it like right when it came out.
Yeah.
And it was after a long shift, and it was like 12 o'clock. I fell asleep during it, and
Yeah,
the
but
parts I
that's
saw were
understandable.
fantastic.
It's really good. You have to. I would say.
But
I
I-
recommend anyone to watch it. Like the cinematography is
Yeah.
so good.
Dude, the part where he's running, I'm pretty sure everyone's
Yeah.
seen it.
Yeah.
And when he's running through everyone, like
It's so
I thought the
good.
That
when
is-
the
I saw that on
fucking
YouTube.
fire, when the burning
Yes.
building,
Yeah.
like that's just excellent.
Yeah.
All right, my number 8 is The Empire Strikes Back.
Dude, get
Yes,
out.
sir. Yes,
Get
sir.
out.
That's worse than the Drake and Josh movie.
One of the best sequels of all time. I mean, you got to put it on the list. It's just out to the first Star Wars movie. It's a classic. It's better than the first one. I mean, it's probably the best Star Wars movie that has been released, and I mean, it's got to make the list.
I'll agree it's the
And-
best Star Wars movie
yeah.
released, but it's overrated.
I would say out of all of them, that's the only one I would accept on the list. You know,
That's right.
Empire.
Are you kidding me? You're not gonna take the newest one?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't even know what it's
I'm
called.
sorry, I didn't know you were such a
Rise of
fan.
Skywalker.
Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah, that one, dude.
I'm sorry, I didn't know
All
that.
three new ones garbage.
Force Awakens wasn't that bad.
Force Awakens
but
was
the
kinda
others
garbage.
were-
That was like the only one I've ever seen is The Force Awakens. I liked it.
I
The
saw-
last two.
I
Is
saw-
that the first one of the sequels?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last two
BB-8
were
made
just
that whole
terrible.
movie.
Dude, BB-8
I'm gonna
savage.
say
The
BB-8
only
is a
good, the
legend.
only good part of that movie was Kylo Ren's character arc. That was the only good part of the sequel
He
trilogy.
should have been the main character.
I saw Force Awakens and a bit of the second one, and it's just like the same garbage over and over.
Like
again.
Adam Driver carried. That was the only good part of like the entire.
I
Trilogy.
think it could have ended at The Force Awakens. Just be like, nah, you're over.
Once you can.
Yeah, no.
All right, so my number 8 is Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
Come on, that's a good movie. It's
I love
it's
Jurassic
definitely
Park.
It's one of the
classic.
classics.
I'll give the pass.
It's a good movie.
I
you know?
respect it.
Doesn't have the best CGI, but it's like.
Dude, what are you
I-
serious?
well,
It's got fantastic CGI.
I'm saying-
Well,
I'm
keep in
saying
mind
it's
when it came out, dude.
practical,
I'm
too.
saying
Yeah,
compared
that's
to
true.
now, I'm saying it doesn't, but I'm
Obviously it
saying.
doesn't.
Yeah, but I'm a sucker for practical effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of practical.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying it's just like it's not the best, but I still love it for what it is, right?
Yeah, no, I love
Fantastic
Jurassic
film.
Park.
Is it considered a horror movie?
I'd say more action thriller.
Yeah, I'd say.
I would say
it would be like a horror.
Dinosaur Park.
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry. I better leave.
Movie.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
I mean, there is like what 7 of them now with the sequels too.
There's
Dude.
5, I think.
Jurassic World is great.
I was not
4 of the
disappointed by one of
original
them.
series.
The
One-
Fallen
one of them
Kingdom.
is 6.
Fallen Kingdom is one of the worst movies I've seen in my life.
I like all of them.
Yeah.
Every
Jurassic
single one
World.
I've
I
seen,
like
I've
Jurassic
loved.
World.
Jurassic World
Jurassic
was
World
good.
was good, but the next
that's
one.
horrible.
They
I don't remember the
they're
second
making
one.
another one.
Yeah, aren't they
They're
making the Lost World or something?
Yeah, I think they're
Yeah,
making.
but like
Is
everyone's
that-
in it.
Yeah, everyone's
Like
in
literally
it.
everyone from all the movies are in
Yeah.
it. So I'm pumped.
The Jurassic Park multiverse.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Dude, why? Yeah, everyone's trying to make like a cinematic universe now. It's so stupid.
freaking MonsterVerse with like Godzilla and all that.
Yeah,
Who
yeah.
cares about this stuff,
Yeah.
man?
Ooh, big monkey's going to fight lizard with hyper beam.
Dude,
Like, okay.
I left my number one.
I hope Godzilla wins.
I left my number one spot blank for Godzilla versus Kong.
I'm Team King Kong.
All right. My number 8 is Jaws.
All right,
I
like
love
that.
Jaws. Love Jaws.
I love I feel like people do not appreciate musical scores in movies that
Oh my
much.
God.
But the
sucker
score in
for
that
it. The
movie
score
is
can-
amazing.
The score can make or break a movie. In my
If
opinion.
John Williams signs on to do any score, it's gonna be a classic
Yeah.
movie
Yeah,
right
that's
away.
true.
It's like
I mean,
John
Jaws
Williams, he's
without
fantastic.
the music
Oh
is
my
not anywhere near as good.
I
Because
agree.
like, as the music fades in, as Jaws is like about to attack, that just like, it tunes you into the movie, and you feel like you're also just like waiting and waiting and waiting, and then the music peaks as Jaws attacks, and oh my god,
Dude, it's the same thing in Jurassic Park when
exactly.
when the first time you
With
see the dinosaur.
Water cup, oh my god, I
And the
love
water
that
cup,
scene.
too.
The water cup is so.
But like
great.
the most classic, like when he turns her head, dude, and they see
Yeah.
that. Oh my god, the music is fantastic.
But I feel like people like don't like the practical effects in that, and they say it looks bad. But I think the shark looks relatively
Yeah, the
good.
shark looks
Like I would
decent
choose
enough,
that over like
yeah.
a crappy CGI shark
Yeah,
like
no,
going
me
through the
too.
water. So that's
Well,
all.
Like, what was
also
the
the
movie?
shark broke like multiple times.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that
so like, they
sucks.
just had to use like
Oh.
part of it.
Like the movie Meg or whatever that came out like 2 years ago, the shark looks so bad.
I want to see that
Dude,
one.
I've never
There's
seen it.
you can't do another good Jaw like shark movie after Jaws.
Yeah,
like
no,
Jaws
it's
is like the
not.
only good one.
All right,
Number 7.
number 7, I have The Trial of the Chicago 7. Came out in 2020. This movie is completely underrated. First off, I loved it. I mean, dude, I get choked up when I watch it. Still, it is just so powerful. The ending is, oh my god. Every part of it is it's fantastic. Sacha Baron Cohen like blew me away. The character that he plays is like perfect for him, and like he fits perfectly. But I know him as like the Borat guy.
Right, yeah.
It's like I'm expecting Borat running around in
Borat
this
was
serious
good,
movie.
I almost put Borat
Dude,
on the list, bro.
Fantastic movie.
love
I
Borat.
suggest you watch it.
I've not watched it, but I want to.
I go home and
But,
watch it.
My number 7 is actually Mike's number 8. I have Jurassic Park at 7.
Yes, sir.
I mean, same reasons he said, and as well with the score. I mean, for the time it came out, the practical effects are like amazing, and it's just I love that movie. I'll always watch it whenever it's on. I'll always turn it on.
My number 7 is Independence Day. I remember I watched it when I was like really young, and that's probably how I love science and all that stuff. Like I just fell in love with it. You know what I mean? Like Will Smith and Jeff Goldblum, they have really good chemistry in there, and I don't know, it's just like just action, you know, like
Yeah, I love
aliens blowing up
Independence
everything.
Day.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
Oh,
either.
you gotta
neither.
watch it. It's not it's not a good movie,
It's not
but
like
it's
the best, but for me, it's like,
He's just
Yeah, sorry,
he's
sorry,
outright
it's
saying,
not a good
like,
Yeah.
by like Oscar standards, it
Yeah,
wouldn't
it's
be
not-
considered a good movie,
for
but
me,
it's
it's
like
just personal.
yeah,
Personal
Yeah, that's what I like
That's
stuff like
strict,
that,
yeah.
where it's just personal.
All right, my number 7 is The Wolf of Wall Street.
No, nope.
That's a good one. It's
Isn't
just-
that Margot Robbie naked or whatever?
I
is that-
can't. I don't remember
Actually,
that
isn't that
scene.
the
I
same
should
movie?
put that.
Dude, that's actually one
Yeah,
of my
he's
favorite.
married. She's married to
I may
Leonardo
need to change it on my
DiCaprio, and they
list,
just
'cause
like
that's
have
up there.
sex on the floor rapidly.
Dude, Leo.
This is drugs. I love Leo. I love Leo.
He's
Leo
a little-
DiCaprio is like so overrated, dude. He's
Bro,
a
how's he
good,
overrated?
He's
He's
excellent.
got like one Oscar.
he's a good actor.
He's always like so close, and he never.
He's a
gets
good
anything.
actor, but it's like everyone's like, oh, greatest actor of all time. He's not.
See,
End
the
of
thing
story.
is,
Same with
though,
Robert De Niro. Not the greatest actor of all
There's
time. Get over
definitely
it.
movies with Leonardo DiCaprio where he's not that good, but when Leonardo DiCaprio is on, it
He's
makes the
excellent.
movie so great. Like
Yeah.
he was on in Wolf of Wall Street, and that's why that
Wolf.
movie's
It's
so good.
I watched parts of it, And it was on TV, so like commercials and stuff. So I just got up and walked away. But like,
it's too long for like commercials.
Yeah,
It-
no,
it
you
just
have to
wasn't-
watch it like continuous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of interest in it.
I don't know, I think the plot was interesting. Just the idea of the 1920s and the boom and stuff.
For number 7 for me.
Sorry, no.
That's
Dude, I was
pretty
just saying-
good.
I'm not saying like
Yeah,
that.
dude. I just said there's no way that takes place in
No, no,
1920.
Yeah.
But let's
Wall
move
Street,
on.
Wall Street, Wall Street.
Yeah,
My
okay,
number
you're
7
done.
is Greatest Showman. I bet you it's on DJ's list. It's just one of the. It's not on your list. He's seen it. This kid has seen it 10 times at least.
That's my soft spot movie.
I like it. I mean, if I have to pick like musicals, that's my number 1 musical because I don't like them at all. But like, I just had to put it on my list. It's one that I've seen and I remember that I liked. So that's why it's just on my list. It's a good movie. It has a good message behind it.
Dude, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
I saw it.
It's not on my list, but it's one of my favorite movies.
It was really good. Hugh Jackman's good in it. Zac Efron's not bad in it.
Dude, I love Zac
I mean,
Efron.
the
Dude.
songs again, like a great score and just music.
I
in the
keep
song
listening to the
makes
songs,
it
dude. Like I
great.
still listen to the songs.
Like, especially the way they open the movie with like the main song of the movie, and it's just like pure dark, and then like they flash the lights on like the main stars. I love that.
Dude, I love the one scene in it where she's singing the Never Enough song. That scene does not get enough credit. That is like an Oscar-worthy scene, and like I've never seen a scene build so much tension, and like that just does masterfully. Underrated.
I hate the people who are like, well, it's P.T. Barnum. He was an awful person. Like, we all know he was an awful person, but this is a movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're not trying to glorify his actions or him
it
as a
does
person.
glorify P.T. Barnum, but like, who cares? It's a movie.
Yeah, like it's a movie. Like I'm not gonna.
Everybody
go out
knows
and-
that P.T. Barnum was a piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
All right. So my number 7 is Mad Max Fury Road, and I know a lot of people probably won't agree with that, but
I like that movie.
I've never seen it either.
Yeah, me neither.
it's cool. Like they do most of their stunts like. That's not like CGI or anything. They do like practical effects, and
Yeah.
it's amazing. Some of like the cool stuff that they do.
Yeah, they
Is that
use
with,
like I watched like a behind the scenes thing, and the part where like the psycho jumps from the one car to the next, it's a harness instead of it being like him like edited there. It's like he jumps from the moving car. It's moving at full speed, and he jumps from one car to the next.
Yeah, I
It's
love
like a harness.
practicals.
Yeah,
With
it's
Tom Hardy, right?
Yeah.
Tom
yes,
Hardy.
it's
It came
cool.
out in,
They
like 2016, I think.
They do so many cool things with like cinematography, and they have like different filters on the screen, and it just feels like so surreal. But it's just really interesting. You gotta watch it.
All right, my number 6 is it 6?
Yep.
Yeah, number 6.
Is The Dark Knight. For obvious reasons, I love Batman. Good movie.
Yep. My number 6 is Uncut Gems. It came out, I think, last year, late 2019. I personally think Adam Sandler was robbed.
No.
He was
Great in that movie.
Robbed of what?
And
a nomination.
yeah, robbed of a nomination.
Oh.
He didn't
He
get,
was-
like,
he
a
didn't get
nomination.
nominated.
I thought you were gonna say like Rob.
No,
oh,
he
the
wasn't
Oscar.
Rob
I
the
think
Oscar,
he should have
no.
won.
Well, I was
but
about
he
to throw
wasn't
hands right on the
nominated.
podcast.
And I think people look down on it because it's an Adam Sandler film, and it's like, I mean, he can make serious movies too. And I mean, the entire movie, your anxiety's building up for the big end, and like you feel connected to Adam Sandler's character, and then, spoilers, he dies at the end.
What?
Whoa!
But I mean,
Too soon for that.
I'm not gonna say how he dies.
Okay, but he dies. So
Yeah, he dies. But
That's
I
a
was thinking
spoiler.
of watching that now, but no.
So-
Yeah, this time
But it-
to avoid the spoilers.
yeah.
it builds your anxiety all the way up until you finally get the big release.
Well, I won't get the big
sounds bad.
release.
Yeah, that sounds like some other type of film.
No, the big release is gone. I'll never watch it now.
But yeah, it's a
You
great
ruined it.
movie.
Like,
Who
that was on
doesn't
my
die?
list.
Actually, go watch it.
Wait, it's made by the A24 Studios,
Yeah,
right?
Safdie
Yeah.
Brothers.
Dude, overrated as hell. I just don't.
Yeah,
What
but
other
it
movies
depends
have
on
they
the
made?
director, though. Safdie
They made-
Brothers are
Because it's
good.
produced by a company, you're just not gonna watch
Safdie-
it.
No, that's not. No,
Safdie Brothers are a good director.
they're just like every movie they like Midsummer. They
Midsommar.
made Hereditary.
Those are both Ari Aster, right? I think.
Yeah,
They made
I
The
think
Lighthouse.
so. They made The Lighthouse. It's just like all these
Lighthouse.
pretentious
Willem Dafoe's good in it,
movies.
though.
They're just pretentious. All their movies
See,
are
but
Isn't
pretentious.
Lighthouse
Uncut
really
Gems
weird?
isn't
Yeah,
bad.
it is weird.
I guarantee it's pretentious.
It's not.
Okay,
If
good.
I enjoyed it, it's not pretentious.
Alright, my number 6 is I know it was already said, but Django Unchained.
Respect that.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're racist?
Nope.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Like, clarify,
Quentin
no.
Tarantino's off the list.
He's not.
Yeah, he probably is racist.
I don't know. It's just one of those where, you know, like I love the story about how, you know, he was a slave and then he becomes a bounty hunter and he's killing the slave owners. Like, it's just, to me, that's kind of poetic justice almost. And I love the action. You know, it's a Quentin Tarantino movie. It's going to be violent.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah, the part where they're in the house is just like covered in blood. That part's crazy.
Well, when he cut his hand?
Oh.
Are you talking about that?
No, when the part when he's just like going ham and he's just like murdering everyone at the end.
Spoiler.
Oh yeah.
That's not too much of a spoiler. I mean, he's a bounty hunter for God's sake. He's gonna be killing people.
All right, my number 6 is another Quentin Tarantino film.
Oh.
It's
Ah.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Yes, sir, baby. Yes, sir.
Woo! I hate that movie. I hate that
I
movie.
think
Foot
it's good.
Central.
I think it's good.
I've actually
Here's-
never seen it.
Here's the thing. Let me drop a bomb on you here.
All right.
If that, so like everything for that movie was like, oh, Sharon Tate. Like, okay, I will love to see her portrayed by Margot Robbie, who I think did a fantastic job. But she's in the movie for like 10
Yeah.
minutes. Like, you did not need her in it at all. It was just for the stupid ending where he can use his fire thing. So stupid. I
was
can't.
savage.
Dude, it's so stupid. It's like, why? What is the point of this? And Tarantino's like a big kid. He's like, oh, it's cool. It's fun. It's like, shut up, dude. I hate him. I can't stand him. First off. And the movie, it's about nothing. What is the movie about? Nothing.
I like the
Nothing.
movie, but like it doesn't. It's not about the Manson family whatsoever. It's about
In the
Leonardo
0.5
DiCaprio.
seconds.
Yeah, it's about him like
Got it.
adjusting with life and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, it just sort of happens to like be parallel to what's going
Yeah,
on
so
in real
it's
life.
not like
Yeah, but
And it
in the
sort of
0.5
profits.
seconds that Manson was on the screen
Yeah,
was
it was,
so
like,
cool.
weird.
Like him walking and waving to Sharon Tate. Like, dude, I was like dying in my seat at home. And then, have you seen the cut scene from that?
Yeah,
they
the
cut a scene,
deleted scene.
and he just
Yeah.
and Manson just starts screaming and jumping around for no reason. Like, dude, Tarantino is a moron, and like, oh, he's crazy. He's crazy. So he,
Brad Pitt on the roof.
Yeah.
And he's like saying all this gibberish shit.
dude, it's like,
the hell is this?
so Tarantino's like, well, he's crazy, so of course he'll do that. Like, Tarantino, you're crazy. You need to stop
Like, what's
directing
up, man?
films. You need to stop directing
and also,
films.
I think Brad Pitt won the Oscar
He
for
did, he did.
supporting actor, right?
Yeah.
I liked Brad Pitt in
He
the
was
movie, and all the actors were good. It's just the story makes no sense. It's like
stupid,
DJ
dude.
said, there's no payoff to the story other than they kill the Manson invaders in his house, and then he lights somebody on fire with the fire thing.
Well, the point
It's
is
a
that-
cool visual, but it's like
The point is they save Sharon Tate. That they go into his house.
Yeah, but it's
instead.
like-
it doesn't make sense.
Didn't happen, so it's
Yeah.
stupid.
We're gonna have to slap a big spoiler warning on,
Yeah, I know.
on the front of this video.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Don't click.
My number 6 is Suicide Squad.
Oh my god! Yeah, we're
over.
leaving, dude. Podcast is over. End it.
I love the movie.
You're kidding me.
Dude, it's horrible. It's a horrible movie.
It's a good movie.
No, it's not.
It's not.
I
It's
saw it in
not.
the summer. It was a good movie. Summer of whenever it came out. I forgot when, like 2016, I think.
Let me just get something straight here. Can we?
Yeah.
Can we clear this up? You have Jurassic Park rated under Suicide
why?
Squad.
You're right.
I-
Oh my God.
You might as well just move Drake and Josh.
Drake and Josh Christmas should be above Suicide Squad.
Why do you hate it so much? though? Why
Because
do
it's
you
not a
hate
good movie. It's not. It's another one where Warner Bros is like, all right, we want this to be like exactly like Marvel, but still DC. So it's like dark and funny and
Yeah.
stupid. It's like it's
I
horrible.
think they introduced a lot of new characters that weren't introduced before.
Okay, but a lot of the characters they introduced, they killed a guy literally in the first 15 minutes of the film.
It's
Cool.
Why
Spoiler.
bother?
Remember that. I remember
Is that
that.
like
I'm like,
Birds
why
of
was he
Prey
even in
is
the
the best
Yeah,
film?
movie?
why
Time?
was
Slipknot,
Boomerang
no.
guy or whatever?
No,
why
it's-
was he in the
it's
film? to
Slipknot.
die? It's
Boomerang
like-
is like he's gonna be in the next one still.
really how?
Because
Why?
they're making another one.
Yeah, next one's just a complete reboot
Yeah,
because
Yeah, but
that's
it's
how
like,
bad it
there's
was.
Like, there's like
Bad,
20 different characters in it. It's like ridiculous.
John
Like,
Cena's in
Cena's
it.
Wait, John Cena.
Dude, John Cena's getting his own spin-off show
Yeah.
from this.
Oh wait, yeah, no, I saw that. I actually, yeah,
I'm
no,
pumped
I
for that.
remember
John Cena's
I
a
The
saw
only
savage.
that.
character that's returning is the cop, like the guy who was like in charge.
And
of
Margot
it.
Robbie.
And Margot
Yeah,
Robbie.
and Will Smith.
And Boomerang.
I know Will Smith isn't in it.
John Cena though, I'm pumped.
John Cena, go see it.
So let's pretend that Suicide Squad wasn't on its list. And continue.
Yeah,
let's just move on.
Let's
Damn,
pretend that
it's a
didn't
good
happen.
movie.
I'm
It's
gonna
a
skip
good
who,
first top
bro?
five.
Watch it
Dude,
again.
yeah.
Watch it again, and you'll be like, okay,
No.
this is a good
I've watched it like twice, and both times
Yo,
I'm like, nah.
the
this is-
music in it is good. It's, I'm not even gonna
Okay,
lie.
the music's
It
great.
does have good music. I
But
will say
what
that.
was
21
that?
Pilots,
Only
21
redeeming
Pilots
factor.
went off on that one. I'm not even
Okay.
gonna lie, dude. Heathens, the song is called.
Heathens is a
Oh
good
my
song.
god, that's such a good song.
Garbage movie.
It doesn't distract from the fact that at any point in the movie, you have no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
You do. You just have to look at the plot.
Dude, they had a perfect plot line that they could do separate from Batman versus Superman,
Like, where it's like Joker, Lex Luthor paid off Joker to like get a Suicide Squad and set them all up to like distract Batman from what's actually happening. But like, no, let's make it a completely different movie. It's so stupid.
Instead
dude.
they fight some
my God.
otherworldly being.
Horrible. I'm getting heated.
That's the one dude's girlfriend. It's actually the one guy's
Yeah, it's
girlfriend.
actually a guy's girlfriend.
Who gets possessed. I'm like, okay,
horrible.
cool.
All right, Ryan, what's yours?
All right, my number 6 is Saving Private Ryan.
Nice.
I like war movies. I've only seen a few. I haven't seen like 1917. I want to see that.
You gotta see it.
But I like about Saving Private Ryan is it's very personable. Like you build up a connection with all these soldiers, and like see maybe or maybe not. Some of them die. Well, you have to wait and see.
No soldiers die in the movie.
You're
spoiling it.
Just saying. I mean, it's you feel really sad about it, and I think it's a good movie. Yeah.
I've never seen it, but I want to.
I've never seen it as well.
Yeah, same. I've watched like bits and pieces of it, but I've never sat down and watched it in full.
All right, here we go.
Mike, have you seen it?
No, I have not seen it. I don't see any movies.
Clearly.
Except for Suicide Squad and Drinking Jar of Christmas.
Okay, you're done. Breaking the top 5 here. My number 5 pick is Zodiac, also by David Fincher, my favorite
I
director.
can see that.
I
I
really
wanna see
like that
that.
movie as well. That almost
Fantastic film.
Almost cracked.
Is that the one with Will Smith and the dog?
That's That's I Am Legend. What? Oh no!
That's like two completely unrelated movies.
Whatever movie that is, it's a fire movie.
All right, that's going on the top 1.
That's my new number 1 is I Am Legend. Great movie.
You're done. Okay, I don't even know how to respond to that.
It's a good movie.
Dude, I love it. Jake
I wanna see
Gyllenhaal,
it.
Robert Downey
Mark
Jr.,
Ruffalo.
Mark
Can you give me
Ruffalo.
The background plot of it, or what's going
It's
on?
a Zodiac killer.
It's about the guys who hunted the Zodiac killer.
Yeah.
It's really good.
What's a Zodiac killer?
Oh my God!
All right,
Zodiac
famous
there's
serial killer.
we don't have time to explain
Yeah.
to him what the Zodiac.
That's a whole
killer
nother
is.
hour
Is he a
episode.
serial killer?
Yeah, he's a serial killer.
Basically,
He
he's
looks
Still never
like,
caught.
He looks like Ted
Ted
Cruz.
Cruz, yeah.
How long ago?
Like
I don't know. This was
70s or 80s, I
Yeah.
think.
something like that. And they just decoded one of his letters
Yeah.
like the day after I watched it.
That's savage.
Yeah, it was cool.
Did it not say
Kinda
anything important though?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
it was
a
just
bunch
like-
of gibberish. Like,
Yeah.
it's nothing.
Great movie.
He was just messing with them.
Watch it.
So my number 5 is Pulp Fiction. DJ's mad about that one.
Every time a Tarantino film.
Overrated director.
I mean, it's Pulp Fiction. It's one of the most popular movies of all time. I haven't watched it in a while, but because it's like 4 hours long.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pulp Fiction.
My number 5 is 7. I know somebody
Yes,
already
sir.
mentioned it. Love it. Morgan Freeman, Brad Pitt are excellent. At the end, love the ending. You know,
yeah,
it's
ending's
just,
great.
I love that. I love the mystery and that stuff. Like it just was so intriguing to me. Like just how they're going through all the, like how the crime scenes and like the 7 Deadly Sins. I just love that. You know, that kind of mystery thriller element to it.
I think it's so innovative,
Me
like how
too.
they murder, how the dude murders the people according to the 7
Yeah.
Deadly Sins.
And he's always one step ahead of him. Like
So, like,
that's
Yeah.
How do you murder somebody with greed?
you basically
Someone who is
someone
greedy.
who's rich. Like
Oh,
he basically
okay.
like he would basically do things according to.
Was Greed the lawyer?
It was like the
I
pound,
don't-
it was like the pound of flesh.
I
right?
haven't,
in
but
the
I haven't
thing?
seen it in so long to where I forget what he does.
Oh,
like,
so
I
wait,
just know.
he kills people who are committing the 7 Deadly
I
Sins?
believe so.
Oh.
Like I
The
think
way you
Lost
were
is one of
saying it,
them.
I thought you meant he killed people
Oh, yeah.
using them, and I was like,
He
what?
slaps someone to death with, like, a stack of
yeah,
pills.
no, that's
Yeah.
what I was confused
no,
about.
for
yeah.
Lost, I think he kills like a prostitute.
Yeah.
Or something.
Okay.
Dude, and it's gruesome.
It's
oh my
it's
God.
very bad, but it's so.
Yeah,
good.
it's like the weird. Isn't it the weird
Sure.
like dildo knife
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah.
It's
Very-
like weird.
it's
like
very
oh.
dark.
I'll
It
also
is.
watch
It's,
that, yeah.
it's really dark, but it's a great movie.
All right, my number 5 is The Dark Knight, which has
Yes,
been
sir.
talked about a few times. I just think it's a solid superhero movie. You know, I think Heath Ledger is the best Joker. So I mean that.
Go
plays
watch
into
our
it.
opening
go watch our
movie right
DC
there.
Marvel podcast to find out more about that.
Link in the
Promoting.
description.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hey, cut it out. No promoting.
No free
Arby's
shout-outs.
beef and
No free
cheddar.
shout outs, even to ourselves.
Please sponsor us. Please sponsor us.
Please sponsor us, Arby's. Please, I'm begging you. I'm on my knees.
There's only like 2 locations left in Buffalo.
Yeah. One of them shut down because of a salad place.
I attend both of them.
My number 5 is Boss Baby. Boss Baby is so funny.
No, it is
It's like
You're kidding me.
I was in the movie theaters. I was in like 6th grade. I was crying laughing because it's such a good movie.
Dude, stop. Just stop
Okay,
in your
but
head.
I will say
All
the
the
Netflix TV show is pretty good. I watched the first couple
What's the
seasons.
movie?
Oh.
Who's seen the movie? Please tell me
all
who's
the
seen the
rest
movie.
of us are
I've
actually.
seen Boss
I've
Baby.
seen the movie.
It's a
but
good
it's
movie.
not
You
good.
can't say it's not a good movie.
Alec Baldwin makes it for me.
All the
Dude,
rest of us are
Snubbed. He was
dude,
snubbed for the Oscar. Best actor.
All the rest of us are named serious movies like gotcha movies. Mike's named like Boss Baby.
Boss
Stranger
How?
Jack Christmas.
I just don't understand how you say Jurassic Park as
And
like
then-
7.
How's
Yeah.
Die Hard
Below Boss
below
Baby.
Boss Baby?
I like you know, like the cartoon one's better.
The baby.
Cartoons.
The baby's just
Hey,
better.
Michael.
The baby's just better than Bruce Willis.
It's right.
I guess so.
It's a funny movie. You
The
guys
baby's
have
a
to watch
boss.
it.
I mean,
It's
that's
getting
all-
worse and worse. Like I thought it was gonna be bad. I didn't think it was gonna be this
He's
bad.
Like
Yeah,
they don't
no,
know
I
he can
thought
talk. But like he can talk, he's doing business stuff. Like throw
Stop.
a baby as a suit on.
You have the brain of a peanut. You have the brain of a
It's
peanut.
comical.
Have a brain.
You like actually thinks it's funny.
Dude, these are the people that Disney are like feeding on right now. It's like, oh my god,
I don't
funny
even-
Purple Man.
Didn't
Stop.
DreamWorks make it?
Yeah, DreamWorks made it.
DreamWorks made
Oh,
it.
okay.
Oh my god. All right, Ryan, please save us.
All right, my number 5 is Edward Scissorhands.
I
Alright.
love
Okay.
Edward Scissorhands.
Sorry, I love Winona Ryder. I got a little soft spot for her. I'm just gonna be real. Like she's kind of hot in that movie. I'm just saying. But that's not
Hey,
that's
you know
not the
what?
only reason.
You know
I
what?
love the plot.
She's hot in Stranger Things too. I'll give her that.
I
so.
do agree there as well. I'm just saying.
I won't say she's
But
not.
anyways, back onto the movie.
I'm not gonna comment on this particular subject. Okay.
I just love the way it looks, like the art style of it, especially with Edward, and then like the rest of the people, how it just kind of looks like normal society. And then there's like the weird, like kind of creepy castle sitting there, and everyone's like so nonchalant about it.
It's Tim Burton. Tim Burton's one of my favorite directors ever.
I like the colors in that movie. Honestly, it's like
Probably never seen it.
Yeah, you
I
can't
have
talk.
seen it, I have seen
but
You like the colors of Boss Baby too?
Yes, I do. I love the colors in that movie.
It's so vibrant.
It's
It
bright.
makes me happy.
It's bright and the baby's a boss.
It was funny.
Also,
Baby's wearing a suit and tie, guys. Funny. He's the boss.
How did the parents not see him?
He didn't laugh when he got tickled, so he went to the business. That's what happened.
Shut up!
Mike watches the Watch Mojo.
He's a boss.
He's got the Wikipedia with the lore.
Dude, he has a little suitcase in it too. I was crying. It was like carrying around.
Watch the Watch Mojo.
all
Like,
right, all
plot
right. I just wanted to say that
analysis.
the musical score in that movie is also amazing.
Yeah, it is.
The colors of like the houses,
That's-
like the little, like the what is it? Pastel, I think it is. A pastel color
Pastel
of the houses.
colors?
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. I like the like. the
What is
colors
that
they
supposed to be
all
like
did.
generic, like 19, not 50s? It has to be like what, like 70s? No, not 70s. I don't know what time it would
60s
be.
maybe?
Maybe 60s or something.
I don't
or
remember.
50s.
Yeah,
This
but
was copy and paste.
Because
Well,
it's just
the
like the
cookie cutter
basic
ones, I think they're
suburban
called.
like
Yeah.
lifestyle.
dude, I love Tim Burton. Fantastic. Okay, my number 4, Shawshank Redemption. One of the best movies of all
Dude,
time.
you
Never
just
seen
watched
it.
I
that.
really
Yeah.
gotta see
I know
that.
it's like apparently the number 1 movie of like all time or
Yeah, it's
whatever.
like
It's
a lot
really,
of people's
really
number
good.
one. I don't know. It's okay.
I
gotta
haven't
Really?
seen it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't seen it.
I mean, I haven't watched it in a while, and when I watched it, I was like 12.
Can you talk about why Frank
Oh,
Darabont is so
yeah.
underrated?
My number 4 is related to that.
In the first hour of it, I was like, yeah, I don't know why people like consider this the best movie ever. And then it keeps going. You're like, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'll have to go back and watch it, but like from what I remember, it was
Yeah,
it
it's
wasn't great. But my number 4 is Jaws.
I respect
yes, sir.
For the same reasons Ryan said, I love the score. Whenever practical effects are done right, I love it. And I mean, I guess I always used to watch it with my dad, so I guess the family aspect of Jaws. I guess remembering watching it with my dad.
Yeah, the personal experience. of it.
Yeah,
I get
so
what
it's kind of how my number 3 is.
People
too,
always
but
criticize
that's in the future.
the part because it kind of drags out. I guess like when they're on the boat, like the
Yeah,
fight scene goes too
but-
long. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
I think the suspense build up when you see like the yellow buoy things come
Oh
out of
my
the
God,
water,
yeah,
and then you
those
just
are
like poop your
great.
pants
No,
because
dude,
you know
like,
it's.
I think that could have been cut down. It's like literally 40 minutes of like, oh, here there it is. Oh, we missed some. Oh, well, let's try again. And then it's like 40 more minutes of that. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
they did-
you could have done it like
I think it just ramps up once he
20
gets in that
times.
little cage and he goes
Yeah.
in the water, and then you're like, uh-oh. crap's about to hit the fan.
Spoiler.
Oh,
Okay, I mean,
There's no shark in the movie.
it's not real, guys. It's not.
Actually,
There's no boat. There's
A
no
dolphin.
cage.
There's no water.
all right, Ben. What's your number 4?
My number 4 is also a Frank Darabont film. It's The Green Mile. I'm surprised nobody said it yet, to be honest with you. I love The Green Mile.
I have not watched it.
I have also not
That's
watched
amazing.
it. I
It,
want
it may or may not be on my list
Yeah,
too.
it's amazing.
Which one is that?
It's Tom Hanks.
It's the green one.
Oh,
Funny.
They perhaps go the distance of a mile.
Yeah, it's about the basically I know it's I can't talk.
It's basically
Basically,
what
but
I'm
it's
trying to
probably
basically say.
I've never
Was
seen
he
it,
a
but
slave? Was the guy a slave?
no, it's death row inmates.
Yeah, death row.
Oh wait, is that the one where he played piano?
so I don't know if you've
Or
seen
no,
it.
that's the green one.
No, I haven't.
Are you
I'm
sure
trying
you
to
watched
watch
this movie?
No, I have seen. I
I'm
just
not
don't remember.
sure if you've seen
I
it.
just don't
The
remember.
dude,
what
the
he
dude was
doing.
framed, I think, for
Yeah.
murder.
Yeah, I just don't remember what he was. If he was like.
I like the
Night-
movie. I just don't remember it.
Night-
Wait, what's his face is in it?
I knew I
Tom
liked
Hanks
it.
is in it.
I don't know
Tom
why.
I
Hanks.
think I've seen it.
Tom Hanks is not in the movie.
It's about
spoiler.
like the death row prison
He's got
system.
a
and
got
how
a pissing problem too.
and how, yeah, he does.
There's
have
like
the-
a minute scene of him trying to squeeze out
It's
his
a
pee in the
UTI.
toilet, and he's
He
like,
has a
he's like,
UTI.
ah. It's like it's real uncomfortable, but
Right.
the end-
Sounds
ending is
fantastic.
just- the ending is just so.
So it's a movie about maybe a slave, somebody
No,
on
there's
death
no slaves.
row,
There's no slaves.
somebody with a peeing problem,
Dude,
and
I haven't. I gotta
that's
watch
all I
it
got
again,
something
but-
about
it's
green.
about death row inmates. That's all.
Me
And it's
and Ben
really
are
it's
gonna
really
go watch
sad.
that
It's
later.
really
It's
sad.
really sad, but
My
it's
cup
really
of tea.
good.
All right, my number 4 is Joker.
Oh,
Oh, very good.
It's just that psychological type movie. Like DJ said in the DC podcast, you can change the title and it works. It's just a story about a sad man who is broken by society, and I mean it's really well done for what it is. It may not make sense in like the DC universe, like child Batman's not going to be fighting this Joker, but
No, he is actually. As a
you're
child.
that's
right. You're
right.
right. Joker's gonna be 6 years old.
Yeah.
Batman. He's gonna kick his ass.
I'll see it. I'd watch it.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I just feel like it would be a bummer type of
How have
movie.
you not seen
so-
it?
Dude,
I
what?
DJ's watched it like
Yeah.
30 times. How have you not seen it?
Joker
go
may
to the other
appear on
room.
my list.
So my number 4,
Oh,
Home Alone.
Okay, I mean,
Home Alone is a good
terrible.
movie.
that's better than Boss
I could've
Baby.
I have seen
That's
Home
not
Alone.
No way. It's
How,
it's
but,
over
like, how
Jurassic
do you
Park,
have Home
though.
Alone over Jurassic Park?
Upwards of 50
how do you have Home
probably.
Alone over Boss Baby is the real question.
That
Greatest
is a
movie of
good
all
question. I
time.
might need to switch my list around. No, Home Alone is just, one of those classics you watch every Christmas. That's my favorite Christmas movie, number 1.
Mine too.
And it's
I'll give
made
you that.
top 4. I like it a lot. It's a good movie. It's very funny as well. That's one of the movies that I keep watching, but I still laugh at it.
Yeah.
Like, when he burns his hand and stuff.
Spoiler alert.
You have not
There
seen
are no
Home Alone
robbers.
yet.
there's no boy. No one's
There's
home
no
alone.
bandits that might be wet.
It's not a real
It's a
movie.
family spending the whole Christmas.
Yeah,
Together.
they all
Together.
they all go to France and have
They
a
all make
fantastic
it on the
vacation.
plane.
Yeah.
That's cute. Real nice. All right. What are we at? Number 4?
Yep.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Nightcrawler.
It's an excellent movie. I love that.
Dude,
I
Jake
actually-
Gyllenhaal is a creepy. He's so
He's
weird
an
in that.
Amazing actor in that.
I actually just watched it like a week ago, and for him to not be Joker would be a crime.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, I'd like to say I watched it because I watched a video about Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, and so I went and watched Nightcrawler, and then when you go back and watch Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, you can see how much he took from Nightcrawler as being a psychopath.
That movie you watch it, you're like, dude, he's got to play the Joker. I mean, him versus Pattinson, bring it up, please.
It's just crazy how manipulative he is to
Yeah,
that woman
no,
and his
it's-
partner. It's so weird.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
just has him wrapped around his
He's
fingers.
willing to do anything to get the next the next shot for the news. It's
He's
like
moving dead bodies
Yeah.
and stuff.
I-
It's weird.
I had to say one of my favorite parts though is when Mr. Sikowitz shows up and he drops the F-bomb 30 times, dude. From Victorious, he's in it. He's a camera guy in it, and he just starts.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
He starts running Jake Gyllenhaal down, and he's like, "Dude, Mr. Sikowitz, you gotta chill."
Is that when he was stealing the scene or something?
Yeah, yeah.
He stole the scene from him, and he's like, "What the f- are you doing?" I love that.
Mr. Sikowitz, bruh.
Throwback. All right, my number 3 is Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Fantastic movie. I love horror movies. I love the horror genre. It's kind of a horror movie, but it's kind of a mix of everything. I love it. There's like nothing wrong with it.
That's another one I have not seen yet. I would like to see it, but I have not seen it.
It's
I
fantastic.
watched it once. I'm not a big horror film person though, so I wasn't really into it.
I love it because it's like more than horror. It's like horror and I don't know. It just like feels like it goes beyond for me, and the performances in that across the board are just fantastic.
Who's in it? Like
Jodie Foster,
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins won an Oscar, and he's on screen for like 16 minutes.
Yeah, for 10 minutes. He's only on for 10 minutes and won Best Actor.
Dude, he's fantastic in it. Everything he says, he's fantastic.
Is he the one who plays Hannibal
He plays
Lecter?
Hannibal Lecter.
Yeah, he's Hannibal Lecter.
I do remember. I really liked Hannibal Lecter.
Well, it takes a twist because like I always thought it was like Hannibal Lecter versus Jodie Foster, and like it's like the average sort of movie like that. But he helps her try to crack this bigger case and stuff. It's just, I love it. I love every part of it.
My number 3. This is kind of personal to me again because it was like the first movie I remember watching with my dad.
Boss Baby.
No, Independence Day.
Yeah.
Like Ben said earlier, it's just like it's funny, but like it's also
It's a fun movie.
Yeah, it's just a fun movie in general, and I always used to watch it with my dad. Whenever I remember I saw the second one, me and my dad went to theaters to see the second one because we love the first one so much. Second one is not good.
Second one is not very good.
It's not good without Will Smith. Was Jeff Goldblum in the second one? I think he was, but
He was. Yeah, he was.
Is that the one that like came out a couple years ago?
Yeah, it was 2016.
And it was like the president from the original one, but he's like old, and then his daughter or something like saves the day. But like it's just not.
Yeah, Will Smith's son is.
Yeah,
like
and Will Smith's son, like, but like Will Smith isn't in it, so it's not
they
the
had to get Will
same.
Smith. If they got Will
But,
Smith, I think it would have been a lot better.
Yeah, no, I think Will Smith would have made it better, but he wasn't in it. So yeah, Independence Day is my number 3 because I mean I have memories of watching with my dad. So
My number 3 is Callum's number 4. It's Joker. I remember going to see it in the theaters, and I just fell in love with it. The story of how society beating down man, you know what I mean? Society beats you down, and
yeah, Ben can relate.
I guess so.
Oh my God.
He just came in wearing the Joker makeup.
Yeah, you guys, you can't see it right now, but he's in a full costume.
Dude, I caught him doing the dance the other day and on the stairwell.
I wanted to record it, but my camera wasn't working.
Dude, I walked in the bathroom. I was just looking to go. And
Do you want to
Ben's
hear a
dancing.
joke?
I can see him through the crack.
I can see.
My father was a drinker.
No, that's the wrong Joker.
the wrong
Wrong
one.
Joker.
That's a joke.
He's never seen this movie either.
Joker. Joker. Society. We live in a society.
All right,
I just love
yeah.
I love the Joker.
Yes, yeah. Jared Leto, best Joker ever.
Yes.
Suicide Squad, yes.
Suicide Squad.
Mike's number 5 movie.
Christian
Alright.
Bale, best Joker I've ever seen.
Dude, Christian Bale would make a bomb Joker.
Low key.
He would.
He just plays Joker
No.
and Batman.
He wouldn't play low key. He would play Joker.
I mean, like,
That's the wrong cinematic universe.
Sorry, that's Marvel you're thinking of.
my bad,
So
that's
close,
my bad,
so
I
close.
can't
It was
see
it's close call.
All right, my number 3 is Parasite.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Parasite. That movie's pretty cool.
It is.
I remember, didn't it win like best movie and everyone was pissed off because they're like, we don't know what it's saying.
I don't think so. I think
It did.
I
It did
think
win
a
Best
lot of-
Picture.
Yeah, it won, I know it won Best Picture, but I don't think people were upset about it. I think a lot of people were supportive of it.
No, I think it was more people were mad because I think it was the same year as Endgame, right? And so
Yeah, it was
people were
2019.
mad that Endgame didn't win.
Endgame wasn't even
Endgame
nominated.
wasn't even
Yeah.
nominated for Best
Was
Picture.
it? I thought it was just
No.
because it was.
But Parasite has like a
Endgame.
really interesting story to tell.
Yeah.
And I think it's great because America just dominates the movie
Yeah, it's good to
industry.
see
It's
it
good to
moving
see
on
other
South
countries
Korea.
do stuff.
I haven't watched it, but I've heard it was good.
It's good.
I don't know how they do it, but they manage to make it a horror movie, a comedy
Yeah.
movie,
They get, like,
and
so
a
many
thriller.
genres,
Like,
yeah.
it's so weird, but they do it perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah, I watched like a review on it, and he said that it's like 3 different genres mixed into one somehow. So I really want to watch it. I just haven't gotten around.
Yeah,
to
I
it.
want to watch it. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, it's
on
a
the
good
list.
one. It swept like all the awards too at the award stuff. So
Yeah, I remember the guy when he won Best Picture. He was like so happy, and then he's like, "All right, now I'm just gonna go get absolutely wasted."
Dude, and that was a great movie year. That was Joker, Ford versus Ferrari, Richard Jewell, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
yeah, that's a stacked lineup.
Was 1917 in the Oscars or no?
No,
It wasn't for,
1917 was
no, it was
2020,
no,
But I
no,
think
it
it
was
yeah.
for Best Picture. Marriage Story was.
That's right. Yes.
Oh yeah, no, 19. Yeah, because I wanted 1917 to win. That's why I was mad Parasite won.
Yes,
'Cause I
it
wanted
came out-
1917.
It was just a tough lineup of
It
movies.
was. It was.
It was a good year for movies.
Right. Yeah. Except for Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. But.
Oh, okay.
My number 3 takes a turn from all the other movies I've had. Is Halloween.
Yes, sir. All right.
Okay.
I'll accept it. I
Yeah.
accept it.
You know, me and DJ, we got a big Halloween family. Your boy was born a day before Halloween. You know, got in my blood already.
No, you weren't.
It's yeah, that's not
Yeah, your friend knows what's
I was
up.
wrong. It's just a good movie. You know, it's a horror movie. It's the only one I have on this list, but it's a good movie. That's all I can really say about it.
Yeah, no, I don't think Halloween's really characterized by the fact it's a horror movie. I think it is just a generally good movie.
Yeah, I love it.
It stars
it's
that
classic.
Mike Myers, right? The dude from Austin Powers.
Shrek.
Yeah. Just making
Shrek's
sure.
killing people.
All right, my number 3. We've already talked about it before. This is The Green Mile. Dude, that movie is so sad.
Do we know what it's about this time?
I can explain it.
I honestly no. I said slave because I thought the guy was a slave before he went to prison. That's the only reason why. I thought.
So it's about death row inmates, and there's this black guy who is wrongfully imprisoned, but he can perform a bunch of miracles, like he can
has
heal
like,
people.
He has like angelic abilities. Like he has like
and he's like
Yeah.
like a
So from
perfect
slavery
soul.
To like
yeah.
Jesus.
He's basically
And
that's
then,
how they compare.
and there's like a few other inmates, and you know, like there's a lot of death, you know, and it's really sad because you get to know these people.
You get to know the characters there. It's like the
Spoiler
guards.
Death row people die.
Well,
Wait,
Spoil.
what?
I mean,
Spoil,
no, that doesn't happen.
Come on,
But
can't watch it now.
really tugs at the heartstrings. And I don't really cry at a lot of movies, but there's like
That one
2
was-
parts in the
that one was
movies
sad.
where you just like bawl your eyes out. And the one dude,
There was-
there's
there
a
was
prison
one
guard
scene.
that's a real jerk.
Oh yeah, what was his name? What was his
Percy,
name?
I think his name? He's an
is
anus.
an ass. I hate him.
Absolute-
You know the scene where the guy, you know what scene I'm talking about, where it's like really bad.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
And then
I'm not gonna
there's-
say
The
yeah.
guy.
We don't even have
What?
to say it, but like,
Dude,
it's
yeah, I
really
know.
bad.
It's hard to watch.
You guys know
Very
that
hard
one
to watch.
scene?
Yeah, the scene of the
Oh,
guy.
Yeah, because you gotta see it, bro.
I don't
You know the
wanna
one
spoil
scene
it.
where it's green?
That he's walking a mile.
I made that joke so many times now. Okay, my number 2 pick, Argo. Argo is based on a true story. It is fantastic, dude. I still almost cry at the ending every time. It is one of the most tense movies ever, dude. Like, So I'll lay out what it's about since it's history. You should know what it is. So a bunch of people were captured from the embassy in Iran, I want to say it was.
Yeah.
And so they're captured, they're held captive and stuff. And the U.S. is like, all right, how are we going to get over there? And like the government's like, well, let's bring bikes over and like let's bike out of there. It was like, U.S. government's stupid. But one savage dude's like, no, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to pretend we're filming a movie there, and we're going to sneak them all out as like our crew. And so it's Ben Affleck, and he goes over there, and what ensues is just fantastic, dude. It is so tense. Like, oof.
I've heard about that movie, but when I was younger, I always confused it with Rango, the lizard.
Oh my god.
Like, because they're just so close, and I was like, oh, Argo, that's the lizard movie, right? But I was growing up, and then like I actually looked it up because I was like, what was that lizard movie name? And I looked up Argo thinking, and I was like, well, it wasn't that.
Dude, it's fantastic. Watch it. I know not a lot of people have seen it. It is just a beautiful movie.
I mean, I feel like Ben Affleck is just cursed by the fact that he was not a great Batman, and so people don't actually.
I loved him as
I
Batman.
thought he was good.
Everybody
I
hates him
don't
as
like
Daredevil.
him as
I like,
Batman.
especially I liked him in Batman vs Superman as like he was. I like the darker version of the character. Like,
Yeah.
how he was a darker,
Dude, he was a beast.
Yeah.
I don't hate him as Batman, but I wouldn't like
I just think
seek him out again.
The
for
scene
it.
where the warehouse scene, that like the fight goes down, like that scene is.
Yeah,
just
that's
proves
savage.
That's a
I think he just has bad luck as an actor.
Yeah.
He gets cast in like all these weird parts.
Okay, my number 2, I'm also a sucker for war movies. I actually was stuck between 3 for this number 2. I was stuck between 1917, Unbroken, and then the one I decided on was Dunkirk.
I like Dunkirk
This
too.
movie-
I want to see it.
I went and saw it in theaters with my dad. I loved it. The only reason I saw it with my dad and my sister. The only reason we saw it was because Harry Styles was in it for like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
It's Chris Nolan.
But,
yeah, Chris Nolan.
But like kind of like 1917, the cinematography of the movie is just so great, and I mean, it tells the story of Dunkirk. Like it's a war movie. It's a true story, and I just love the movie. It's a good movie.
It's
I
impressive.
love war movies.
It's
yeah.
impressive how much they can say without dialogue, because
Yeah.
there's barely any speaking in the movie at all.
Yeah, no.
It's all
there's, like,
imagery.
It's barely any speaking, and that's what I think. The fact that it can keep you interested with not a lot of dialogue, I think, is what appeals to me a lot.
And I'm a sucker for like plane scenes, like dogfights in movies,
my
and they have a
God,
lot of that, and it's
yeah.
really interesting to watch.
Christopher Nolan always knows how to make a good movie. Like, he never misses that stuff. My number 2, also Chris Nolan. I know this already said, but Dark Knight. I love. Obviously, that's probably obvious, but I love Dark Knight. Christian Bale, Batman, Heath Ledger, Joker. Just great performances all around. Underrated performance, I will say. He doesn't get a lot of credit for it. Aaron Eckhart as Two-Face is very
110%.
underrated. He does not get nearly
He is. I love
nearly
him.
enough credit.
by Heath Ledger.
He is.
Shut
Heath Ledger's
If
the
he-
best Joker.
Shut
Yeah.
If
Shut up.
Heath Ledger and the Joker was not in there, he would have not been nominated for an Oscar for his performance as Two-Face.
I think he was fantastic.
he was underrated. He does not get enough credit.
I don't know.
Guy?
Yeah.
Does
He
he
was
like
excellent as
burn half
Two-Face.
his face off? Like I'm
Yeah.
trying to
They
make.
used-
I haven't seen the
I
movie
think
in
that
forever.
they didn't use makeup for that. Like it was like edited. I think. I don't think
Really?
that was.
Well, yeah, because like the whole
CGI.
eyeball was
Yeah,
showing.
no, it's not.
Yeah.
Like, it's
not.
So unless they actually burned his face.
Which actually it made it better. I read it. It made it better for him because he could actually like act better.
Right.
Well, yeah, you don't have.
I'm surprised his like career
3
didn't.
pounds of makeup
I know, but
on.
he
Take off after that.
I'm surprised nobody he doesn't get any recognition. For
I
that.
I
And he
love
was
him.
excellent.
Yeah,
And
I
he
love that
looks.
too,
He
dude.
just has an interesting look about him.
Yeah.
Like he's just
Yeah.
like I don't know.
He looks like Owen Wilson, but like not 8 years old.
With
At all
without like the
times.
nasal.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Okay, from here on out, these are like my personal 2 favorite movies. So they're not going to be like the critically acclaimed stuff. All right.
That's all right. That's all right.
Okay.
These are like my personal movies that I like rewatch.
Yeah.
So number 2, I got Pirates of the Caribbean because I love pirates.
Respect.
I love pirates, and the first one is it's a classic. The rest of them they all suck.
How many are there?
I think
like
there's
four.
5 in
There's
total.
5.
many,
I
too
think
many.
I thought there was like
one was the
8.
last one.
There's so many. And
Yeah, it's not good after that. But the first one, it's got so much. It's just better. Like it doesn't focus on Jack Sparrow, which is like the problem of the second or the couple, the 4 after. But like the first one, it's like it balances it out. Geoffrey Rush is like actually a god as Hector Barbosa. He freaking carries it.
names.
He's probably the best character afterwards. But like, it's just a classic movie that I love rewatching.
I love Johnny Depp, dude.
Johnny Depp's
he
a
can
good
do,
dude.
he can do
Cool.
no wrong in any movie, dude.
I've
Free
seen like
Johnny
15 minutes
Free
of the
Johnny-
movie. That's it.
Free Johnny Depp. Free Johnny
Johnny
Depp.
Screw Amber Heard.
Johnny
Screw
Depp.
Amber Heard.
Screw Amber Heard.
Fire Amber Heard.
My number 2
Yes.
is actually the same as DJ's number 2. It is Argo.
Yes, sir.
He-
Finally a good list.
He showed me the
Not yet.
movie like a couple years ago,
Yeah.
and it was like it spoke to me, dude. It was like it is so intense. It's a movie that you definitely have to watch. It is such an intense movie, and you're just like on the edge of your seat the whole time, dude. It is crazy.
Dude, it's fantastic. I love it. All right.
Well, people were talking about Argo. Mine sounds kind of similar. My number 2 is Fargo. No, Fargo. I don't know if anyone else has
Rango.
seen that movie before.
Rango's my favorite. I've never really seen Fargo. What's it about?
Fargo's got Francis in it, right?
Is
Yeah.
that Billy Bob Thornton or no?
I don't know.
Here, we'll look
I'm
it up.
horrible with
Yeah,
actors.
I don't know that
All it
either.
is basically about it's a pregnant cop chasing down 2 criminals who are involved with some dude who paid them to kidnap his own wife.
Oh yeah, it does have Billy Bob Thornton.
I was right.
Yes, sir.
Dude,
Yeah.
Billy Bob Thornton.
I've heard of it, and it's kind of been on my list, but I don't know. I don't know that I'd love it.
I respect that. It's not for everyone.
All right.
All right, number 1.
Big
Here we go. Number 1. Well, first I'm gonna list off some honorable mentions here.
Oh, I don't have any.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not
Yeah, she
honorable
needs that.
mentions
I
though.
do.
I have so many, dude, but I'll keep it short. I love Greatest Showman. The Strangers, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's a horror movie. Check it out. That's for a different podcast. Sharknado. I'm kidding. It's not.
Yes!
Sharknado kind of goes hard.
No,
I'm not even-
no, it does not. It does
You
not.
just revealed Mike's number 1.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nah, it's Boss Baby 2.
Spoiler alert.
Stop spoiling it.
I'm done. I love Edward Scissorhands too. There's so many, but I'll just get to my number 1. My number 1 pick is Joker. I love Joker. Shut up, dude. Shut
I
up.
gotta go home.
Thank you guys for watching.
It's a fantastic movie,
I
dude.
just
It's
called
so...
from work.
Remember, everyone, we were always down 2-5.
No, dude, Joe. It's a great movie. Phoenix has a great portrayal, and I haven't loved him in like everything else I've seen him in. He kind of plays the same character, but I don't know. I love it. It's a mix of like all my favorite stuff. All right, that's my number one. That's my top 10.
I already gave my honorable mentions in 1917 and Unbroken, but my number one is actually Fight Club.
Oh, great movie.
Like,
David Fincher.
I feel like people don't talk about Fight Club is one of the few movies where the book is actually worse than the movie. I think I read the book first for school, and then I went back and watched the movie. Immediately became my top favorite movie. It's something about, it's a movie that puts you on edge the entire time. And the ending, one of the best movie endings of all time, as you see him and, what's her name?
Whoa.
Marla.
Yeah.
Marla. Yeah, him and Marla standing on the wind. It's not a spoiler. Standing, and you just see everything that they were planning the entire time come into motion. And it's just, I love Fight Club.
I want to watch that movie.
Yeah,
I've
me
never,
too. It's
never
It's
seen
so
it.
good. It is so good.
All right, got some honorable mentions. Nightcrawler.
Yes,
is up
sir.
there. Yeah. I don't think anybody talked about this, but Logan. I love that movie.
Oh, yeah, Logan.
Hugh Jackman, underrated.
Hugh Jackman.
Logan. I'm trying to think what else. Those are the main two I wanted to mention. But my number one, if you know me, you already know it's my number one. But I love the movie Interstellar.
Oh,
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it, I that movie just speaks to me. Like it's like it was made for me. Like I love outer space.
I mean, in the credits, it does say for Ben. So
It's dedicated to Ben Fraser.
Yeah. No, I really just love
Thanks,
it. Like
Chris.
it's got an amazing cast.
What's it about?
It's about basically Matthew McConaughey is an ex-astronaut, and he and other astronauts have to basically leave the planet to try and save it. And there's basically what happened is a wormhole opened up near Saturn, and they have to go in it to another galaxy, to all these other planets, and all this crazy stuff happened. There's black holes, there's other dimensions.
Why'd they gotta go there?
Because the planet's like
Because the
dead.
planet's collapsing, so they have to try and find a new place for
I
humans
think I've
to
seen
go.
a scene with that movie.
Yeah,
I watched it in my film class. Is
The
it
ending
like
is like trippy.
is it like a big
But
like
it's so
water
good.
and then,
Yeah,
like
the-
walking through like
yeah.
this big
Giant-
like field of water?
it's so
Spoilers.
good.
I've seen
Spoilers,
that.
spoilers,
The twist
spoilers.
is like nuts.
The twist is so crazy though, and
Yeah.
it's the message in the movie is just so like it's so personable. Like I just love it. I think everybody should go see it.
All right, my number one is The Incredibles.
Get out of here.
Yes,
That is
sir.
worse than any other thing
No,
that I've
dude,
said today.
That's my all-time favorite movie.
That is bad.
That's my all-time favorite
that
movie.
is awful.
It's my favorite movie since I was little. I watched it like probably when I was like 6 or 7, and like it's just been my favorite movie since.
No.
Syndrome. He's a god villain.
Stop.
It's just like a classic movie you can watch over and over again. It's probably Pixar's best movie.
It's
Seems like
Pixar's.
Definitely
respect-
not.
I
It's not
respect-
That
definitely
is
Pixar's
Pixar's,
best movie.
Pixar's most overrated movie. I like
How?
Pixar. I'm not a Disney fan, but I will say I love Pixar. Pixar has some bangers. Incredibles is not one of those bangers.
Yes, it is.
No, it ain't. No,
nope.
it's not.
Nope.
Incredibles is probably the best.
I think you
superhero
have
movie
to-
of
I
all
think-
time.
Are you kidding? I'm
You are-
crying.
you are
I'm literally
dumb.
crying.
You are literally dumb.
I think you had to see it when you were younger to appreciate it. more.
I did see it when I was younger.
I like Pixar, but I'm more of a fan of like Up and Toy Story.
That's probably
Up is
Toy Story
overrated.
if I had to pick my favorite like kids movie, it would probably be Incredibles. Like
No.
Why?
No.
What are you saying?
I pick
Because
Finding
I-
Nemo.
I love the Incredibles
Finding
too.
Nemo,
Yeah,
pretty good.
I think The Incredibles is my favorite movie of all time,
That
and that is final.
I feel bad for like Disney
Bad,
and Pixar
bad,
too
bad,
because
bad.
they haven't had any good movies like recently. No one they didn't even go see what is it Homeward or whatever it is or Onward.
No, Soul's good.
Yeah,
I didn't
Soul.
see. I have to watch Soul.
Dude, everyone's talking about Soul nonstop.
Yeah, because it's good.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fine, but it's like
I forgot about that.
I'm just saying like that was really successful.
But I'm glad they're like making new things instead of making like Toy Story 5. Woo!
Dude, I'm
Yeah,
waiting for another
That's the problem.
Toy Story trilogy to come
Another
out.
Toy Story? That would be fire. They kind of
No,
left me on a
I-
cliffhanger. I was upset
Fin-
after watching the
Finding
last.
Marlin.
I know what his number one movie's gonna be.
Me too.
What is it?
No, it's Finding Marlin. Finding Marlin's gonna be their next movie, bro. Like nobody cares.
Everybody, my number one pick is Finding Dory.
I knew it.
Oh,
I
baby. Finding Dory. So
Dude,
I love Modern Family. Modern Family is
Why
my
would you
favorite
do
show of
Finding Nemo?
all time. And there's, I think two characters from Modern Family, and then we got Dee from It's Always Sunny in there. It's like all my favorite shows connected into a movie and a Pixar movie. it's like it's crazy, dude. Like I love that movie so much. The colors in it again, colors.
Dude, all you have to do is make a colorful, funny movie, and Mike will love it.
Any animated movie is going to be colorful.
No,
Dude,
not
Finding Nemo is better than Finding Dory. So stop talking.
I agree.
No, are you kidding, right?
You think
100%
You think
correct.
Finding Dory is at least 9 movies better than Finding Nemo?
How is
yeah,
Finding Dory
at
above
least.
Die Hard or Jurassic Park, dude?
Because
How is
it's
it
better
above
than
Boss
any movie.
Baby?
Name any movie right now, it's better than it.
No, it's not. That's
Club.
Movies that we
that's a
love.
clown.
Any movie that we listed.
Literally my entire top 10. Literally my entire top
Incredibles better
50.
than
Incredibles or Finding Dory right now?
Incredibles.
And Finding Dory.
No.
No,
Thank you.
I pick
Finding Dory,
Incredibles.
oh,
over
it is
Finding
Incredibles
like-
definitely.
I've seen that movie a lot of times, dude, and it's my favorite every time. It's also a funny movie too. Like, like
The
how is she
only-
gonna find her? Like,
The only thing I remember about Finding Dory is I saw it at like 11 o'clock the night before I had my 8th grade Spanish exam.
I remember that fish driving the car. That's what I remember.
Dude, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
They drove it into the ocean.
It's your favorite movie and you don't even remember
Fish
it?
don't
what?
drive cars.
Oh, really?
Fish have fish. They don't drive cars.
No way.
I was thinking when like the octopus or
Yeah.
is he a squid or an octopus?
He's an octopus.
He's an octopus.
Oh my god, he
And
doesn't even
was-
know what he is.
He was in the stroller and they thought he was a baby. Like, he's
Dude,
not a baby.
no, that part is that's savage.
cannot
No,
be
How is it? How is that funny in any way? It's funny because he's not a baby.
oh, octopus baby.
that part is savage. Dude. When the whole thing's he's got the binky in, but
Yeah. And the
I
one
did
that
laugh.
looks
I
at
did
him
laugh.
like-
It doesn't make it a top 10, but I laughed.
This big man's like Joker, societal masterpiece, octopus baby. Oh, like okay.
Octodad.
Octopus.
Oh no.
He's
Still laughing about
That's so
it.
stupid. All right, my number one is also an animated movie. I've liked it for a long time. It's Tim Burton's Corpse Bride.
I love
I've
Corpse
never
Ride.
watched
I love the art in that. The music is incredible, and I have so much appreciation for like the stop motion. Like that takes so long to even do like just a few frames. So you just really got to respect like the beautiful story he's trying to tell there.
I love Corpse Bride. Oh my god, it's one of my favorite movies for sure.
I've always wanted to see it as a play adaptation. I hope someone does that in the future.
It's like
I think that would be
Nightmare Before
incredible.
Christmas gone wrong.
No, it's better than Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
It is.
Do you want to go there?
I just did.
Hey, you're kidding, right?
He lives
Dude,
there.
I live there, man. That's my home.
You're kidding, right?
No, I'm
It's-
not kidding. I'm not kidding.
It's like a weird. It's like
Shut up,
I
Finding
don't
Dory.
like.
Corpse Bride, yeah, you like Finding Dory, you like Boss Baby. Is it not colorful enough for you? Are there
It's
not enough babies?
It's not. It's too.
Where's the octopus? There's fish aren't driving. It's not funny. Where's the baby in his suit? I don't understand this movie.
I'm gonna say.
Where's Alec Baldwin?
They're both really good. I love them both equally, but I think I just like Corpse Bride more.
I love Corpse Bride. Fantastic. The music's great. Everything's about it is great. Danny Elfman, underrated.
Very true.
So yeah, that's our top 10 movies. Some are obviously better than others. Mike doesn't know anything.
Mike's kind of a novice.
Incredibles
the
as
best
the number
thing.
one pick.
That is the number one. It's the
That's
number one of all
no.
time.
Comment below who you think list is the best out of all of us. Appreciate you guys for listening.